Following this conversation, I really wish I took the culinary CTE pathway. So my next question is, if you could go back to high school, which CTE pathway do you think you would choose?
I probably would choose the arts. When I was in high school, I actually played violin and sang and acted.
So if you were female, you had to take cooking and sewing and home arts. And if you were a male, it was woodworking or architectural design or automotive. And you couldn't cross over. And so I already knew how to cook and to sew. And so I didn't want to take that class. I wanted to take automotive. And of course, I couldn't because I wasn't a boy. I think the biggest misconception is that CTE classes are only for students who are not going to college. And that could not be farther from the truth.
In addition to that, they are able to take the California Food Handlers Certificate, and if they pass that, they can take that to their job, so that way they don't have to pay it on.
Hi everyone, my name is Derek Al-Yung and I'm a student at Westminster High School. I'm a senior and I'm also the ASB Prime Minister. And today we'll be having an interview with two members of the Board of Trustees from the Huntington Beach Union High School District.
Hello Derek, I'm Diana Carey, a trustee with the Huntington Beach Union High School District. And one of our goals in the district is to make sure that we prepare our students for the future. And so today we're going to talk about career technical education, called CTE. And what we do is we make sure that our students are prepared for the future and our very fast changing workforce.
Hi Derek, I'm Bonnie Castry, and I'm also a member of the Board of Trustees of Huntington Beach Union High School District. And we're incredibly proud of the CTE programs that we have within the district because they prepare students not only for their academic ongoings, but also for career paths. And those students then can use those career paths while they're in college, or if they choose to just go straight into a career right after high school, they can go right to work.
That's amazing. Could you tell about what types of career pathways the Huntington Beach Union High School District offers to students?
Every single school in our district has CTE programs. They have classes and also pathways. And currently we have 39 pathways that cover 11 sectors. So if a student is interested in engineering or construction or computer science, health, automotive, robotics, we have classes for them. And the goal of that is also to make sure that when the students are being prepared, those are really high wage careers and also careers that are very needed within society right now.
Here at Edison High School, we have 5 different unique CTE pathways. First one is CIBACS for the Center of International Business and Communication Skills. Our next one is Culinary Arts, Sports Medicine Program, the Edison Agricultural and Natural Resource Pathway, our Cinematic Arts and Digital Media, and our Medical Emergency Response Pathway. CTE is about using industry skills and standards that the students are learning in the classroom. And it's also applying academics as well. So it's really a skills-based, job-oriented type of program that really gives our students the advantage beyond going off of the course program itself and moving on to a college experience. It's just an exciting program for them to really kind of figure out, hey, is this what I really want to do with my life? CTE offers our students hands-on, minds-on, skills-based, where they're learning the skills and being able to apply it to a real career and technical program that they want to go to. And they can put these skills onto their resume, and they can put it within their cover letter. And being able to really talk about the importance of why we have these skill sets and being able to use it later on, whatever pathway they take. It's a great opportunity for students to really explore what they really want to do as a career. It gives them the opportunity to really apply what they learn and actually do it in practice.
Our CTE pathways offer a wide range of fields, including technology, healthcare, engineering, the arts, which is very important in terms of all the various areas of the arts, and many, many more. These programs are designed to have the student prepared to actually go right into the workforce following graduation from high school. And they're high-paying career jobs.
It sounds like students are getting real hands-on experience. What kind of facilities do they get to work in?
Derek, we have high-quality facilities with state-of-the-art equipment and technology. And so our students are really getting hands-on experience that they can use right now. And they're also getting experience with soft skills such as problem solving and teamwork, things that we really need in the workforce, currently, and that we're going to need in the future.
We're totally committed to assuring that our students have access to state-of-the-art equipment and education that's going to equip them for the future. This means that we need to inspire them to take the classes and also to challenge them and prepare them for the future, whether that's working right after high school or going to college and working in order to pay so that they don't have so many bills after college. CTE empowers them to take control of their futures, and that's what's really important, is that you do have control of your future. And it provides them an opportunity to think about careers that they may not have thought about before, or some students actually learn that that's not where they want to go, that in fact it's not a good choice for them, and then they can try something else.
With so many programs available, what are some of the success stories you've heard from students in CTE?
One of the really wonderful things that we do is students can earn certifications, and those certifications are recognized nationwide. So they can go right into the workforce. And that of course is really important, because again, you're building technical skills, but they also come back and they tell us about how important it was and that they had sort of a leg up. And the other thing they learn, not only are there technical skills, but also soft skills like working with other people, problem solving. And they do come back and tell us about those skills and how
Lightly dust it. Take one in. Ingredients are in. Okay, this is good. So lightly flour your board and let's form into a disc. But you need to divide it. All right, somebody label this for me. I'm gonna move it, so I'll have everything in that refrigerator for you. And then hold it over here. Okay, so hold it over here and then pour. Okay, why don't we do this? So, let me show you. So that way you can get the right amount. So hold it over here and then just pour. Hi, I'm Leah Boswick, and I am the culinary teacher at Westminster High School. So we have here in our background are our advanced culinary students, and we are preparing sugar cookies. So this week we're making the dough, and then we're gonna bake and store, and then they're gonna make frosting, and then they're gonna decorate it. So it'll take us several days this week to make. CTE, Culinary Arts, is a great benefit because students are prepared for not only hands-on life skills, but preparing for, entry level for work. So my students, as they take this class, they're learning about teamwork, they're learning about already basic industry prep. In addition to that, they are able to take the California Food Handlers certificate, and if they pass that, they can take that to their job, so that way they don't have to pay it on their own. And then we'll just lightly flour it, and then we'll do another layer over it. I think students taking any career tech education have the opportunity to really feel for a potential career, or maybe a job, right? Maybe their passion is in cooking or in welding or in woodshop. And then when they take that class, they're like, oh, either they find the love or they're like, it's more of a hobby.
It sounds like CTE is helping students succeed not only in high school, but long after high school.
That's truly what's happening for our young people that choose to take the career pathways, particularly if they take the pathway all the way through. For example, some of our culinary students are actually going straight to work, not going on with college, but straight to work, both in food preparation as well as presenting it, and in the whole dessert area. Wonderful career paths. One of our students is actually working at Disneyland in food services and has ended up doing all of the very beautiful dessert that we eat when we go to Disneyland. He creates the dessert and also serves it.
Yeah, and one of the really valuable things about CTE classes is that they allow for more than just classroom learning. And one of the things that's really great is students actually get to apply their skills, as Dr. Castry just mentioned, in the classroom, as well as having to wait, because sometimes.
In our digital media programs, the students actually are able to go out right into the industry and work with both software and hardware equipment, doing everything in digital media, writing programs, helping people with their programs. So the careers are very expansive for the young people.
That's one of the things that the Huntington Beach Union High School District is really concerned about. We want to open doors for students, and so we want every student that comes to us to have a really positive outlook and to have a really positive education. And we feel that the future is very bright for our students, and we just want to shine a light on them and make sure that they understand about all of the wonderful programs that we offer.
I'm here at Ocean View High School in Huntington Beach, and we have 3 career technical education programs. We have woodworking, we have culinary, and we have marketing. Career technical education prepares our students for a career after they graduate from high school, whether they go to a 2- or 4-year college, but it gives them a background that they can get a head start over students who do not take these classes. It's all about hands-on learning, but they're also learning something outside of the normal curriculum in high school, which is so valuable as it gives them more of a real life perspective in a lot of ways. Particularly in our culinary program here, there's a competition held once a year up in Sacramento. So it gives our students the opportunity to create a business plan, a presentation, and then show them what they can do in the kitchen in this competition up in Sacramento. Our woodworking program gives our students a lot of opportunity, hands-on experience, and teamworking skills. Our marketing program, which includes entrepreneurship, is so valuable because any career is related to the skills you'll learn in entrepreneurship, learning how to run your own business, to make critical thinking skills, to work well with others. In today's world, students, they want to get a strong academic program in their core subjects, but this career technical education is that extra that students are lacking, and they really need it at their schools, because when you get out in the real world, the soft skills, the technical skills that they're going to use, whatever type of field or career they go into, is so valuable. It's giving these students an opportunity to start thinking about careers and preparing themselves for the future. And that's what career technical education provides them.
We're really excited to see what the future holds for our students. As a result of that, the trustees spend time actually talking about what are the cutting edge programs that we need to look for our students in career and technical education. We actually go to work sites and look at what people are teaching in the industry, and we talk with industry people to make sure that as trustees we're really providing the most forward-thinking career technical education for our young people.
As Dr. Castry just mentioned, we do go out and talk to our partners in the field. And so if a student is, interested in engineering or culinary or health, we have really top-notch programs to make sure that those classes are really on top and cutting edge.
Following this conversation, I really wish I took the culinary CTE pathway. So my next question is, if you could go back to high school, which CTE pathway do you think you would choose?
I probably would choose the arts. When I was in high school, I actually played violin and sang and acted. And if we had had CTE available to us at that point in time, it would have been a great pathway for me to follow, including adding dance to it, which I never learned. So for me, that would be great.
Looking back now to high school, we did not have CTE classes. If we did have, I would have taken automotive. Why I say that is because my class, high school, was tracked, and so if you were a female, you had to take cooking and sewing and home arts, and if you were a male, it was woodworking or architectural design or automotive, and you couldn't cross over. And so I already knew how to cook and to sew, and so I didn't want to take that class. I wanted to take automotive, and of course I couldn't because I wasn't a boy. And so later on in college, I did take automotive, and even though that was not my career path, I used those skills and that information my whole life, and so it was very beneficial. So if I could go back, I'd be in automotive.
CTE programs seem to cover so many different industries. How do you make sure the programs keep up with the changes in the job market?
We actually talk with our graduates to make sure that they've been well prepared and what would have been helpful to them to have in addition to what we already provided in terms of classroom. We also talk very frequently and meet with the professionals in each of the areas so that we're able to find what they're doing at the local sites. And we tour industries and the trades and make sure that we're staying at the cutting edge.
And we really do stay connected with our alumni, and the alumni come back, and it's really important. They talk to their teachers, and their teachers talk to us. And so one of the things that's so important about that is also the parents come back and tell us, what's happening. And I think that's really good, because if you are having a CTE class, it's a case of having to learn and to grow and redo and update. Because if you don't do that, your classes become very stale, and they wouldn't be addressing the needs of the workforce now. So that's one of the things that's really important to us.
What's the biggest misconception people have about CTE programs?
Well, I think the biggest misconception is that they're only I think the biggest misconception is that CTE classes are only for students who are not going to college, and that could not be farther from the truth, because CTE classes are a stepping stone if you're going into college or if you're going into the workforce. So they benefit everyone.
Absolutely, what Ms. Carey says is accurate. But another big misconception is that CTE classes are only for the trades. And while the trades are very, very important and they're a wonderful skill to have, CTE helps to build critical thinking skills, working together in a team, communication skills, getting feedback, knowing how to problem solve. They really develop our higher level skills, which are so critical in any job.
If a student is unsure about joining a CTE pathway, what advice would you give them?
Absolutely, I'd say go for it. What we learn in the CTE area are things that we don't want to do in life. I once had a student in one of the CTE courses who was thinking that they really wanted to be a physician. And so they took a number of the classes leading them to work in that whole area, and found out that absolutely they did not like anything about being a physician. And so they were able to rethink what their college pathway was going to be. So learning what we like is just as important as learning what we don't want to do.
Yes, and I think that that's really important because it is more than just preparing for a job. What Dr. Castry reminded me of was my own daughter, because she had wanted to go into the field of medicine. And then when she took several classes, she decided that, that was not for her. And so she took a different pathway. And it's really great to be able to do that in high school rather than be in college and then decide that you're going to change your mind. But I think one of the other things that, we really need to, again, think about is that the skills that you learn, aside from the technical skills, the soft skills are really, really important, as Dr. Castry has said, like problem solving and teamwork and leadership and creativity. Those are the things that you need regardless of what you're going to do in life, and they're very, very important. And we learn that across the board in all of our CTE classes.
CTE is career and technical education. At Huntington Beach High School, that means that we really think outside the box. We are very creative with our learning and what we offer our students to make sure that they get a well-rounded education.
We're at Huntington Beach High School today, and I am the Farm and Fork instructor. This is our outdoor classroom and our greenhouse. We have a hydroponic farm where we're growing tilapia and organic vegetables in a closed loop system.
We're in the biology and sustainable agriculture class right now. The students are looking at the different aquaponic system, different plants, and applying the science knowledge that they've been learning throughout the last semester. I teach sustainable agriculture and biology, and students are learning how to do aquaponics, plant biology. They're learning about husbandry involving rainbow trout. We're going to be learning about how to use water quality testing and different probeware, which will help them with more science careers in the future.
I teach in the software and systems development pathway and also the engineering design pathway. If you enjoy coding all day and seeing projects go from an idea to a reality, that's super exciting. The best part of taking engineering design and learning how to use those CAD packages is really going to set you up for securing a high-paying job.
What's unique here about APA is that we give a real professional feeling to what they'll get in the real world. They get a lot of performance opportunities, a lot of opportunities to go out into the community and work with other dancers and other programs.
My kids will learn anatomy, head to toe, basic anatomy. We go through injuries, sport-related injuries, the different modalities we use in here to treat athletic injuries, on-field injury management, and career readiness for some sort of sports medicine career. And they get to be hands-on and in the action, so it's pretty cool.
I teach business and design entrepreneurship pathway. So it's aimed for juniors and seniors. At the junior level, they take a US history and media class linked with a honors digital media and design class as well. So they get to get their history credit, honors art credit, and beginnings of the CTE pathway. And senior year, if they come back, they take a business entrepreneurship class to complete the pathway.
We are here at Huntington Beach High School, and I teach songwriting and recording class and advanced professional music. Our program is a blast for students because they get to be on stage and they get to be in the spotlight and they get to play with all this cool technology. So it's really fun for our students to get to be around all that stuff all day.
I am the culinary arts teacher, and I teach advanced culinary, Culinary 1, and a life management class. A lot of my students are very passionate about culinary. We actually have an FCCLA where we do competitions. They really get their hands into that and they get excited and they get a little more passionate. There's a lot of avenues and a lot to do in culinary art right now, and you can really be passionate in multiple places and incorporate culinary in there.
Dr. Castry, Trustee Carey, tell me what initially inspired you to become a school board trustee?
Well, Derek, I wanted to become a trustee with the Huntington Beach Union High School District because I started my career with them as a teacher and a coach and an administrator. And I always, because I am a teacher, I wanted to make sure that my students had the best experience possible. And one of the wonderful things about being on the board is instead of affecting just the students in your class, we have a chance to affect every student in the district and make sure that it's better for every student. And I'm really proud of the district because ever since I started with it, that has been their goal. And it's just a really wonderful, positive district.
Thank you very much, Derek. The reason that I decided to run was that both administration and the teaching staff asked me, because of my background in mediation, if I would consider running for the school board, because there were some issues in terms of talking together and how people work together. And so I agreed to run, and in fact we started programs that were for our teaching and classified staff and administration then to work together effectively so that students really had the very best education going on in the classroom. And as a result of that, we've been able to build programs both academically and in CTE, as we've been talking about today.
As members of the Board of Trustees, where do you see the district in 5 years?
I really see it continuing to blossom and grow. We're doing a great deal of outreach in the community, telling our community precisely what it is that our students are learning. In another segment, we'll be talking more thoroughly about the Visual and Academy for the Performing Arts, and so all the visual and performing arts. It's a main area that we're really growing in this district. But when you look in our classrooms, the robotics and the things that we're doing, and we're really preparing our young people for the future. And I see us continuing to do that, but at ever increasing strides, if you will.
Yeah, in 5 years, I also one of my hopes is that we are going to be able to continue to offer more classes to our students, more CTE and more dual enrollment. You know, we really are focused on what is really going to be beneficial for our students, and so those things I think are going to be really very, very helpful. And right now, a lot of other school districts are not doing those things. They're not looking at CTE or dual enrollment or the arts. And so I'm really happy to be a part of that, and I hope that that's where we're going to be going in the future.
Hi, we're at Valley Vista today. I'm Kristen McDaniel, and we have a growing CTE department on our campus. Students have an opportunity to work in a hands-on way in one of our unique elective programs. We offer Child Development Pathway, we offer a woodshop program, and our music classes, 3 new pathways on our campus. Career technical education is important because it teaches students the skills needed for any career. Even if they decide not to go into a career within the pathway, they are given an opportunity to work together as team members. They have to learn to communicate well with their teams. All of the soft skills that they would need for any career, whether it's in the pathway or not. So many skills are learned. Teamwork, safety in the wood shop, of course, is going to be really important for jobs working in the construction field, learning how to use power tools and learning how to safely use equipment. For our CTE teachers, we are all well trained. Not only are we teachers, but we also have experience in our particular fields. So I think in all the CTE programs, we are building students' confidence and skills for life.
Các em học sinh thân mến, các em có sẵn sàng để nâng các kỹ năng của mình lên mức cao hơn chưa? Hãy sẵn sàng đi, bởi vì học khu trung học Huntington Beach đang bổ sung thêm các lớp giáo dục kỹ thuật nghề hay CTE trong niên học tới. Cho dù em thích về kỹ thuật, y tế, kinh doanh hay các ngành nghề khác, đều sẽ có lớp ưa thích cho mỗi người. Các lớp CTE được thiết kế để cho học sinh có trải nghiệm thực tế trong đời sống. Hãy tận dụng cơ hội này để phát triển các kỹ năng đáng giá, giúp các em chuẩn bị cho sự thành công. Các lớp CTE sẽ khác nhau tùy vào các trường trong học khu. Em nhớ hỏi chuyên gia hướng dẫn của mình để xem các lớp nào được dạy ở trường em. Đừng bỏ mất cơ hội này để khám phá về các đam mê và tiềm năng của mình.
Label this for me. All right, Diego, can you get tape? Somebody label this for me. In addition to supporting our students, we also take our students out on field trips so they get to meet other people in the industry, connect, network, talk to other people, and really see if this is a pathway that they would like to go into as well. My name is Leah Voswick, and I teach culinary arts and advanced culinary arts at Westminster High School.
Can you tell me a moment as a school board that you're especially proud of?
Well, I know for me, one of the things that I'm really proud of is the fact that every one of our schools is a distinguished school and we're a distinguished district. And that is really important because you don't get those awards unless you are affecting education for all your students, and that is one of the goals that we've always had, and I think that we're really doing an outstanding job with that. So that's one of the things I'm really proud of, that we educate every student that comes through our doors, regardless of where they come from or how long they've been in the country. We offer them opportunities to be the very best that they can be.
I would agree with Ms. Carey in that aspect, and in addition to that, we really invite our community into our schools, and so our parents and our community members overall have found our schools inviting, and they come for all kinds of activities, our cultural activities, our arts, to see the students competing in sports. So bringing our community into the schools has been a wonderful addition. They really feel welcome, and that's been great.
Hi, I'm Greg Berger from Westminster High School, and I'm glad to be here to share with you a little bit about what we are here to surprise you with. That's all of our CTE pathways, specifically those in culinary arts, agriculture and animal science, video game design, computer programming, automotive service and repair, woodworking, engineering, and entrepreneurship. What makes our career technical education program so unique here at Westminster is the vast variety of offerings. We are far from just one pathway per student. In fact, many of our students are so interested in the variety of courses we offer, we have many students take more than one pathway at a time. What makes our program so unique, and specifically something that differentiates career technical education with other programs, is the amount of time students spend with hands-on learning. We also call that project-based learning. Here in our CTE programs, we're preparing students to have options. Options like going directly to work for a specific job, going to a 2-year or local college, or even a professional trades college, or studying for a 4-year degree. All of our programs focus not just on that specific job, but long-term careers that turn students into lifelong learners. The best part about career technical education is the ability for students who are getting prepared by professionals dedicated to their craft to build something with their hands that's going to be needed not just today, but tomorrow. For more information about our CTE programs here at Westminster High School, visit our website.
Thank you, Dr. Castry and Trustee Carey, for helping us understand a little bit more about the CTE pathways offered by the Huntington Beach Union High School District. Do you have any last words for the audience?
Thank you very much, Derek, and thanks for spending the afternoon with us. I would just say that Huntington Beach Union High School District is where education meets opportunity and your future begins.
Thank you, Derek, for letting us be here today and talk about our wonderful CTE classes. You know, we do have so much to offer, and we really hope that everyone will look into these classes because they are so beneficial, because we really care about having our students have a bright future and be really successful in whatever occupation they choose.
Again, thank you so much for sharing all the amazing opportunities available through their career technical education programs. It's inspiring to see how the Huntington Beach Junior High School District is shaping the future of so many students. And to learn more about these programs, visit the Huntington Beach Junior High School District website at www.hbuhsd.edu.
Các em học sinh thân mến, các em có sẵn sàng để nâng các kỹ năng của mình lên mức cao hơn chưa? Hãy sẵn sàng đi, bởi vì học khu trung học Huntington Beach đang bổ sung thêm các lớp giáo dục kỹ thuật nghề hay CTE trong niên học tới. Cho dù em thích về kỹ thuật, y tế, kinh doanh hay các ngành nghề khác, đều sẽ có lớp ưa thích cho mỗi người. Các lớp CTE được thiết kế để cho học sinh có trải nghiệm thực tế trong đời sống. Hãy tận dụng cơ hội này để phát triển các kỹ năng đáng giá, giúp các em chuẩn bị cho sự thành công. Các lớp CTE sẽ khác nhau tùy vào các trường trong học khu. Em nhớ hỏi chuyên gia hướng dẫn của mình để xem các lớp nào được dạy ở trường em. Đừng bỏ mất cơ hội này để khám phá về các đam mê và tiềm năng của mình.